Neha Master.
Hi,
Hi,
Atmavandan.
welcome to you. So, all right, Masters. Let us um, let us start today's session. Firstly, I would like to wish all of you a very wonderful and great day today. Um, and I believe you all had a great day, the whole day today, even after work, I believe. So, welcome to this 21 day of life transformation program on this breath mindfulness meditation sessions. And today is the 20th day, and this is the second last day. So thank you again, once again, for choosing to be in this platform regularly. Yeah. And so yesterday we looked into the middle path. How should we live our life? By being in the middle path, by being in a balanced life, living a balanced life, not to, either extreme on the both side. We always be neutral in the middle path. Yeah. So we also got to know that we always have to act in a right manner, with right speech, right thought, right concentration, right views, right? So it is different between good and right. I shared with you all yesterday. When we always think that we are good, doing good to others, that is where we always tend to please people, right? So doing right is not such. Doing right, we do the right thing for other people and also for ourselves. All right, masters. So another thing is being truthful to yourself. When you are being truthful all throughout your life, you will see the changes, the real changes in your life. Truth will never hurt anybody, whereas the truth will, teach us, will allow us to think wisely, to make a right decision. That is the real truth is about, right? So without delaying, let us go into today's agenda. Today we'll be doing the 30 minutes meditation. Uh, will be led by our master Neha. And after that meditation session, we will be going into today's topic on about book reading and also on the experience sharing. Why do we have to read books, especially spiritual books? And why we always ask you all to share your experience. There is a very a great things for us to do, because when we share, yeah, when we share to others, we also learn from it, like how I am sharing with you all my knowledge, how the other masters are sharing with you all the knowledges. You see, we also learn at the same time. We also learn each time when we share with others. We always learn anew. We always get the deeper meaning, the depth of that particular subject or particular things, So that is where we really have to be open in expressing, as well as open in receiving the knowledge, the true knowledge. All right. So, masters, let us welcome Master Neha. You all know Master Neha. She's from Singapore, and she's one of the sweetest and experienced master that I know in my entire journey. Welcome so much, Master Neha.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
being
Vishwa.
here.
You are just putting me on a pedestal. I'm nothing like that. You guys are
No,
much bigger masters. I would say we are in the same journey, and we are
yeah,
all, like you said, we are learning from each other. So each day I'm learning from you so much. And I'm as well as learning from other masters. I want everybody to come and share so
yeah.
that it's an opportunity to learn for everyone. And we will talk about that towards the end of the
Yes.
session, why we need to share.
Thank you, Master.
So thank you
Thank you.
again for the warm welcome, and I also welcome all the participants today, and also would like to congratulate our participants for completing this almost 21-day journey. So big clap to you all. Thank you for being here, and without any delay, I think it's 9:05. We should start our meditation. for 30 minutes, and then we'll do the rest of the talking after that. So today's conduct will be, I will be guiding you for about 10 minutes or 10, 12 minutes. That would be without any music. And then later I would be playing some music. The idea behind it is that you are not dependent on any kind of music or guidance. So first 15 minutes, 10 minutes will be a little guidance, and towards the end it will be just the music, no guidance. So it will be a, I hope it will be a good experience for you. So let's just get comfortable in our meditation posture. We have done that for 20 days already, so we know what to do. So just if you're sitting on the ground, cross your legs. If you're sitting on the chair, cross your ankles a little bit. If you need to take out your glasses, take a sip of water, you can do that. And crossing all our fingers into each other, keeping them in our lap, and allowing our eyes to close. And just turning inward. Just feeling your breath, the pace of your breath as you turn inwards. Silencing all the sounds that you've been hearing today or you're hearing in this moment. Just bringing all your attention to your breath. Just be comfortable wherever you are. Your sitting position should be such that there is no discomfort anywhere. And let your body completely relax and drop into stillness. Being aware of your own body. Just doing a mental scan from head to toe. And releasing any tension, any knots. Any itch or discomfort. Just watching it, being an observer of your own body. Just tune in to the silence of your own mind, your own body, this space that you have within yourself. When you close your eyes, And when you are with your breath, then all the past and future worries and tensions should come to an end. So just allow your breath to settle down in your body. You can see how the breath is coming back to its own rhythm without much effort. Bring your attention to every in breath and every out breath. Do not miss any breath, masters. Every breath is precious. Every breath is bringing in life into us. If any sounds around you are distracting you, just watch them and bring your attention back to your breath. Bring it back to the silence of your own being. This moment is the perfect moment. So do not judge anything around you. Just be in acceptance. Whatever it is, however it is. complete acceptance of this moment. Just be with your breath. Your mind wanders into thoughts or feelings. Lovingly bring it back home. In the serenity of this moment. Each in breath is bringing in a lot of energy to clear what is not needed. And every out breath is taking out whatever is not needed, both working for the same cause. Just be with the flow. You are just the observer here, the experiencer, the watcher. Do not engage with the thoughts. Just let them come in and go. Take note of whatever is coming up, but no need to engage with anything. Just be present, moment by moment, with your breath. Letting go of everything that doesn't belong to this present moment. Be with your breath, and the breath will guide you. You have everything what you need in this moment. Last 5 minutes. Our breath is always with us to help us refocus in this present moment. Let's be grateful to our breath. And let's extend this gratitude not only to all the good things in our life, but just be thankful for everything in our life. Open your heart and open your meditation to include all the difficult people, neutral people, all the difficult situations. For they were part of this whole experience where you are standing today. Gratitude to our masters, our gurus, all our friends, family, Mother Earth and all its beings. And let this joy fill up our hearts and extend beyond us. And as we conclude this session, allow your awareness to come back into this body. Notice your body. And the room you are sitting in. And how you expanded in your own consciousness. Take our fingers a little bit, move our legs a little bit. And when we are ready, slowly unclasp your fingers and bring your palms on your eyes. And slowly, with the count of 5, we will open our eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly come back. Come back to this beautiful, beautiful world. Thank you so much, Masters, for your presence and for your energy. Thank you. Deep gratitude to all. I'll just check Vishwa about my PPT.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I think your music is still on, right? It's
Still
not
on?
share.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. All right. Okay.
Is
Yes,
it
the
visible?
PPT is clear. Yes, it's clear.
I hope everyone is back from the meditation journey. And if you want to keep your eyes closed and listen to it, please go ahead and do that. There's absolutely no need to open your eyes. You can still hear me. So, today's topic is about book reading and experience sharing. But all this topic is connected to our spiritual journey. You know, the first step we learned is about meditation. We have talked enough about it. We have been doing it for the past 20 days. And what are the benefits of it? So, first step was meditation. This meditation helps us to gain clarity about ourselves, you know, and it despite besides all the health benefits that we gain from meditation, it uh, allows us to have a more deeper understanding of ourselves. So we have already talked about it. The second was plant-based diet. That was another important pillar uh, of uh, being in this journey. Why it is important? It is not about being vegetarian or non-vegetarian, but it is more about uh, making conscious choices in your everyday living. You know, even we kill plants, so we have to be conscious about, we just eat or we must have what we need on our plate. And that time was different when we had to go hunting and eat for meat, but now we have several options on our plate. Then why do we need meat? My logic to it is that, you know, switching to my logic of switching to a vegetarian diet, because I have been a non-vegetarian for most of my life, but I changed it because I think I got that realization that if I'm practicing and trying to practice compassion to everyone around me, then would why would I leave out all the animals? I mean, they are also sharing the space with us. You know, they are also dependent on plants. They are dependent on other. That's how they are made. But our system allows us to make that choice. You know, so this human body, this human mind allows us to differentiate what's good and bad for me. So uh, why can't we choose compassion? So that's how I changed my attitude towards um, a plant-based diet. This is very important because compassion is a very important lesson that we have to learn on earth, and without compassion we cannot really grow in spirituality as well. Compassion to not only other beings but to everyone around us. So this is a very, very important lesson we need to share. Otherwise we'll keep coming back to earth to learn this lesson. So we don't want to scare you that this is bad karma or that karma. It's upon you. Karma is your action, and you have the power to make that choice. And that thought will change your action. The moment you have this thought in your mind, it will change your action. That's how you change your karma. So obviously, we have to pay for what we have sowed. You know, as you sow, so shall we reap. That's the quote. So but we don't want to scare you with that. But the action is the most important. How can we be more mindful in our living? Then now we are talking about book reading today. I think Monilji has explained very well on plant-based diet, so I'll switch on to the next topic, which is book reading, which is another pillar of spirituality. And Patriji has always insisted on book reading. So book reading is basically, there is a term called swadhyay. We call it as swadhyay, whereas swadhyay means uh, yeah, it's a Sanskrit word, whereas swa means self and adhyay means self study or study of the self. So, why do we need to study ourselves? We are studying ourselves through meditation to understand ourselves, to connect to ourselves, to understand our thinking patterns, you know. So, why do we have to understand our thought patterns? I'll come to that in my next slide, which is, you know, we have four broad categories of thoughts. I will talk a little bit about this before the big book reading thing, because we have four types of thoughts that we need to be very, very mindful about. The first is disastrous thoughts, second is negative thoughts, third is positive thoughts, and fourth is miraculous thoughts. So disaster thoughts are ones like, for an example, like you are driving and you are going to the downtown for the first time, or you are in the car for the first time, or you're going to for an interview of a job for the first time, and then you think that I'm definitely not going to make it. This is not my area, or I'm definitely going to have an accident. This is disastrous thought. This kind of thought, if you go out with, you will definitely have that accident. Then there is negative thoughts. That's okay, I'm going to drive, or I'm going for an interview, but I'm not sure about it. Something may happen wrong. So if you go with such a doubtful mindset, you will see that it will manifest like that. So this is the power of our mind, that it really manifests what we think. And you can actually uh, see these things happening in your own life. And this is based on what Patriji used to tell us, but I have seen this in my life. As soon as we got aware of our thought patterns, we were seeing, okay, this is happening, this is for real. So then it's positive thoughts, that okay, I'm going to go drive into the city, nothing will happen to me or others, I'll be safe, and so will be the others. It's going to be fine. So this is positive thought, that I'm going for a job interview, and everything will be fine, I will definitely crack this interview. Then there are miraculous thoughts. It's like, I'm going to go to the city, and even though it takes 40 minutes, I'm going to go and come back in 20 minutes. That kind of thought is miraculous thinking. So even though if you take 25 minutes or 30 minutes, you still manage to come back before time. So that is kind of that is called a miraculous thought. And when you go for a job, I'm not only going to crack this interview, but I'm also going to track the other interviews as well, which are lined up, or that kind of, or I'll be CEO of this company. Why not? I mean, I can think in my mind whatever I want to be. It doesn't matter what the outside world thinks, but inside, I'm the king of my thoughts. I'm the master of my thoughts. So why am I talking about thoughts today? Is with book reading, we get all these types of thoughts. And this is how I started my book reading journey. So when I was told about book reading and how it helps in spiritual journey, the first thought I was got was disastrous thought. I'm never going to read a book. I don't have time for all this. Then, but still, something in me guided negative thoughts. Okay, I had, okay, I may try to read it. Let me just order it. So I had two thoughts. I may try to read it, and let me just order it. So I had positive thoughts. I ordered the book. The book came in. The books, whatever I ordered, they came in. And then uh, the first book I took in my hand, I said, okay, maybe I can read it. It's not so bad. It was a thick book, actually, the autobiography of a yogi. I said, maybe I can read it. It'll be fine. So I picked the autobiography of a yogi, and I read a chapter or two, and then I kept it back. I said, okay, I want to read you, but I don't think I cannot read such a thick book at this time. So I picked another book. So I was having positive as well as negative thoughts. But in that moment, I was choosing also. I was making a conscious choice to come back to that book as well as to go to another book. Then I picked up this book, which is called, I don't know, Siddharth by Herman Hayes. Yeah, this is an amazing book about a person who was living during Gautam Buddha's. It's a fictional text, but it's about a person who was living during when Gautam Buddha was alive, and how he started his journey, his spiritual journey. He even came across Gautam Buddha, and but he was not convinced enough to take his teachings. So anyway, this one, the book I picked up, it was like a novel type, and I liked reading these kinds. So I was like, I'm going to finish it in one day. That was a miraculous thought, because I was totally not into reading, and I finished that book in one day because it was so interesting. So that's why I wanted to talk about the thoughts. So I understand many of you might not be such an avid reader, or maybe some of you may be avid readers, but this is the kind of thoughts we go through. Somebody tells us to read books, because it's been a long time. Everybody's busy, and nobody has time. So just be watchful of these thoughts. Then we have already learned that we are what we eat, but actually we are what we read as well. So why spiritual reading is the healthier option, we'll discuss now, is that because, you know, actually Patri ji used to tell us that besides the Vedic literature that we have, the Gita and the Vedas, we should always read the new age spiritual books. The this new age spiritual books, they are so important for us because the authors who write these books, uh, they, you can say, they channel this knowledge. They actually follow their any book writing comes with a lot of intuition, so they go very deep into themselves and write something, and it's their own personal experience. It's a very personal space that they let out to for you to explore. So when you read such books, don't read it for just for the sake of reading, but connect to the consciousness of the author, the intuition of the author. So when you connect to the intuition of the author, it is it gives you answers to the questions that you have in this spiritual journey. Like, for example, when I was reading this book, Siddharth, it gave me so many answers that I was seeking that time. And I was in spiritual crisis. I was having a bit of ego. And it was like some parts of the book where it was completely relatable. So it's always nice to have guidance of such books, such masters, So basically, when you are reading a book, you are connecting with a master, with an enlightened master. So uh, uh, you have to see and read a book in that perspective, not just because we are telling you, because it's about our own spiritual progress. So when you read such books with complete mindfulness, uh, it holds your attention span more than other mediums, because nowadays we have audiobooks, we have so much YouTube videos and everything, we have book reading. But why we are specifically talking about book reading is because when you read a book, then you are using one of your senses only, that is only your eyes, and you are making an effort to read the book. You are doing a sort of kriya yoga to read the book. You are doing some kind of work to read the book. So the when you put effort into something, obviously there will be a return like that. So and when I mean, I have heard so many audiobooks myself from Master Osho and other masters, but the benefit of reading book I can clearly differentiate, because when you are listening to an audiobook, you are always distracted, you are doing something or the other, so you are not completely present with the conversation. So but with the book, even if you read a page one day, if you are completely there, you will gain that knowledge, you will gain that insight which the author has has had while writing the book. So it expands your own wisdom. So it is very important to read these kind of books. I think Vishwa has already shared a list of books which are recommended by uh, uh, PSSM, PSSM. But actually, what I feel, that you just go with whatever book you feel you are connected with. Because I had ordered these three books in the beginning, which is Siddharth, and this is the, I don't know, You Can Heal Your Life. This book is from Louis L. Hay. And I also ordered this in the beginning, which was the very thick book, Autobiography of a Yogi, which is a very popular one as well. But this is a very heavy book for beginners, I would say. But you still read it because it tells you a lot about, the spiritual experiences, the different things we hear about, astral traveling, third eye experience. These things have really happened. And this book tells you about that, because this is an autobiography. This is not made up. It is written, these things have happened, and how this journey of Swami Yogananda the entire journey of Yogananda. It's like you should go back and read it again and again. It always opens a new perspective for you. Then You Can Heal Your Life, which I recommended, is a very, very good book if somebody is struggling with self-esteem. But I would say that it is a very good book for everyone, because I thought I had a lot of self-love for myself, but when I read this book and when I read her journey of what she has been through in her childhood, there was a child abuse, there were wrong relationships and things like that. She even had cancer, and how just by using power of thoughts and positive affirmations, she changed her life. She changed how she thought, and she reversed cancer. So this is a very, very good book. It has excellent exercises that can develop a lot of self acceptance and self love. So these are the three books to start with. And recently I got one book which is Rebellious Spirit by Master Osho. This is a wonderful book with I would suggest everybody to read Master Osho's books, because they give you a completely modern insight into things, and it's filled up with humor. It's not like a usual spiritual book. So, and again, this is a new book again I got, which is called Meeting with the Masters. Here, the author has met all these masters, and he was in the search of meeting the perfect master, who to make his guru. He met so Dalai Lama, he met Krishnamurti, he met so many masters, but he was not stopping at one. And finally, he settled for uh, Amma, she's in South. I'm not sure if everybody would know her, but it shows his point of view, where he's actually interviewing all the masters, and the masters are sharing and he's sharing. So it gives you a very interesting conversation is going on, and how they are trying to explain him. So it is a very good book to read. Then if you're still confused, then even PSSM has the Spiritual India and Spiritual Science magazines, which you can take a subscription of, and it always comes with beautiful articles and a lot of knowledge about all the masters around the world. So these books will really help you to open up your perspective about the entire world, because now we are just seeing through one vision. But when we see from different visions and what enlightened masters think, then even our perspective shift. There is a whole energy shift. A book can really change the energy of your entire being, because they come with the power of words. They come with that kind of consciousness. So when you read, you really have to connect to the author and read. So this is about reading books. The second part of our discussion is about experience sharing. See, everything, or Sajjan Sangatya, we also say that in PSSM. It's about being in conscious groups. It's like everything in the world is alive with energy and vibration. So to understand this, we need to understand our own experiences and share. When we share, we understand our own experiences. That tunes us to the kind of energy we are in. We know more about energy, we know more about our thoughts. So how do we benefit in conscious groups? Let us talk about groups first. Groups are basically a set of people who come in together for a common objective. Like if you have a football match, football players come together for a common objective of winning that match. So here, when we are in such groups, like where there are already people walking on this path, or they are awakened masters, then our objective becomes much more than what we could think. It's be tuned from our individual uh, needs and wants to the needs and wants of the group. So needs and wants, I mean the consciousness of the group. We hear terms like Krishna consciousness and Buddhist consciousness. See, we when we were born, we were already a part of the group, part of a group which was our family, and that family was part of another ecosystem. And now we are like, most of us are from India or Malaysia, so you are from, with, with that consciousness, then you behave like that, you think like that. So that is how group works. So in group, basically we balance our energies. When we do group meditation, it can it balances our energy. Suppose if somebody is you know uh, a shy person, and somebody is very outspoken, then you draw energy from that person, you make yourself, you empower yourself with that kind of energy, and you can go out and speak, you can go out and express. So that's how it works. We take, everybody is bringing some or the other uniqueness in the group, so we can actually come together and channel that energy. So when I'm talking about spiritual groups, then we learn more about this journey. This is a very big ocean. Spirituality is a very big ocean. There is no end to learning. So when we are in this ocean, if we have some good books, some good masters, some company of such people, it becomes, the journey becomes much easier to understand, because every day some new experience is happening, and your experience is very personal to you. That experience cannot be repeated by any other person. We don't copy experiences. Every experience is unique to that person. So it's best to share, so that we know that, everybody should know that, okay, this person felt like, when we talked about the 7 meditation experiences in the beginning, then we came to know, okay, this also happened. We see colors also, we see these kind of things also, or we there is some activation in the third eye. So these are all common experiences that happen. So when we know about these experiences, we are more watchful, more aware in this journey, that we can expect that or cannot expect that. It will be a total different. For some people, certain experiences never happen, but it's always useful to know this information. So that's why we must be part of such groups. Then another thing that I want to talk about group meditation is that, we are all part of this beautiful earth or beautiful universe. So we are all into universal consciousness. Consciousness is what gives life to all our experiences. Whatever we are thinking, or we are actually creating our own life every day. Whatever choices we are making, that kind of life is in right in front of us. So our consciousness is experiencing this, whatever we are creating. So whenever there is a lot of uh, crime or a lot of killing somewhere, it's because there is some sort of uh, fear in the entire global universal consciousness. So that's why we do group meditation, because group meditation, it is believed that it reduces crime rates. In fact, I have read in this book called Meeting with the Masters, where Maharishi, Raman Maharishi had used to have like such big groups. He used to send to those areas where there were a lot of crime rates and lot of, there famines or floods or anything like that, to meditate, to change the vibration of that place. By changing vibration, he meant that it will not stop the problem. Yes, the crime will not stop, but the it will definitely come down, because they will, when you meditate, you reduce stress, reduce that anxiety, so you focus on the cause of the problem. And then you start, when you are meditating in a group, your energy now doesn't only work for you, but it works for the entire system where you are in. So you reduce, you teach people, you tell people, you share your experience, you invite them to meditate with you or tell them. Then slowly they, when they start meditating, they realize that they have been holding on to the wrong things, and then you change the vibration of that place. So that's how it is been said that group meditation reduces worldwide crime rates. And this is like a fact which I picked up is like 1 million Thai children meditate for world peace, and afterwards crime and homicide rates around the world are statistically lower. So this has already been recorded, and this lasts for 24-48 hours and is known as the Maharishi effect. So all these things really add to our spiritual journey, because when we are in a group, we we learn a lot about the other person. Plus we develop that habit of listening, that okay, I need to, so that puts your ego in check, that you start to you learn how to uh, respond rather than react. If somebody is asking you something, you would not say unnecessary thing. It's kind of keeps you patient and keeps your ego in check. It develops that ability of hearing somebody and not interfering into anything. So it reduces all the, if we are thinking that there'll be some competition in groups or there will be some kind of comparing in the group, that doesn't happen, because in such groups the vibration is already high and we are not here to judge anybody. We are all letting go of all any kind of judgment we have. So so we are all working towards the same goal. So that is, so we are not we are, our aim is to be clear of all these things that we have. Then everybody's aim is that, then it's very easy to share, because you know that your experience or whatever you are feeling, and this is about spiritual experience, it's not about your family experience or anything, it's about your spiritual experience. So which will help other people in the group. Other people who are shy in the group can come out and they can express, or they can get their answers when you talk. So a lot happens. It's similar to book reading. When we read a book, we get a lot of answers because we are connected, we are more than one. We are now connected with the consciousness of the author. So we are again in a group consciousness mode, and then we meditate. We are again in a group conscious. We are together and we are uh, doing the same goal. So not only you should share experience, but definitely try to attend these workshops that happen on spiritual topics. There's so many workshops happening everywhere, online, offline. Try to attend as many. Wherever you want to, not only PSSM, it will always help you. It would always help you in this in spiritual knowledge. It's all because Patriji believed in this one rule, that if you follow 3 plus 2 plus 1 rule, he says that if you follow 3 hours of meditation every day, 2 hours of book reading, and 1 hour of Sajjan Sangat, nobody can stop you from getting enlightened. In fact, you'll be enlightened already. So you should try it. And definitely, maybe I can understand that it's not going to be a switch like this. It's going to be a gradual process, because obviously when the baby is at the crawling stage, we cannot ask the baby to suddenly walk and run. So it's going to be happening slowly. So take it at your pace, take it easy. We are sharing all the tools that will help you in this journey, and we have all beautiful masters and workshops here to help you in this journey. So enjoy this journey. This is not a very big syllabus that we are giving you. It's just for your help. And if you want to go ahead with this, which I'm sure you would want to, uh, use these tools. These are going to expand your wisdom about things, and definitely give back whatever we have learned. So always share your experience. This is all based on our experiences in this journey, and this is what we should do to, whatever we have learned, whatever we have uh, gathered, this knowledge. What are we going to sit on the pile of knowledge? We cannot just sit on. We need to share it. We need to, this knowledge is also a energy. Unless we share it, because energy needs to flow always. If you just put the energy into you and not use it, it will result in some kind of blockage. So better to share it, and be happy with your experiences. When you share, you will realize it will multiply your happiness. So, and always be very mindful that spiritual growth is a very silent growth. It's a very personal growth. Nobody can tell you that, oh my God, you have grown so much or this or that. So take it at your own pace, and whenever you get the opportunity, always meditate in a group. I mean, individual practice is very important, but whenever, sometimes in individual practice, we also, it becomes very, at a stage where we don't know what to do. Then we can connect with the group, and we can see that shift in our energy. So that's all from my side about book reading and experience sharing. We would like to hear from you how you have been feeling for this 20 days. Everybody is already in silent mode, but the silence has to be within. In the group, we can talk, we can chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, Masters, for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Master Neha, for this wonderful explanation. Actually, I'm really glued to your explanation and all the books, because I've also experienced, have some experience on this book reading.
Yeah.
I'm actually started with this book, if you can see,
Yeah.
the conversation
Yes.
with God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
So this book is really, it's really give a different dimension to understand about the real creator.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the perception I had before, and what I'm going through now, and this really helped me to even change my day-to-day life, because of the understanding and with the meditation. Thank you so much for this wonderful topic. I mean, for sharing this.
Thank
Everybody really needs this.
you.
All the participants, you all should come forward to share. Started to share, as Master Neha said, this is where you grow. The more you share, that's where you grow a lot in spirituality, right? So thank you once again, Master Neha. Thank you for being
Yes.
here and for this wonderful explanation as well.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure throughout this journey, and congratulations to you, Vishwa, again, for
Thank
hosting
you.
such wonderful sessions and bringing in such wonderful masters.
It,
I mean,
it,
I
it
have learned a lot in this journey.
yeah, it's
Definitely.
all part of your supports and in my journey as well. Thank you so much for always being
Yes.
there all
Yes.
throughout. Thank you, Master.
This wonderful book, The Rebellious Spirit, there is a line written on top of the book. I'll just read out to you. It says, become a light unto yourself, and you have done all that was possible within the capacity of a human being to raise the whole world's consciousness. So we must understand that this human body is very precious. We have a very precious mind. Each one of you plays a role in changing the energy system of this entire world. And if we play our part well, we can actually change the world. We can change not only our world, but the entire world. So we need to be more aware, more mindful, raising our consciousness, and also, getting company of our friends, our family, getting everybody together to come into this journey. So with that, I think I'll stop now. If somebody wants to share something, we have a minute or two left.
All right. Thank you once again, Master Neha.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
So, my dear masters, so anyone, if you have anything to share, please come forward. Or if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yep, you can even chat here. Master Vishwa, we could not see the book you are reading. Okay. Okay, is it now clear?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, this is the book two actually. The book one will be in a blue color. Uh, yeah, this is the book one actually. Yeah. So so let me share a little bit. I'm also
Yes.
not a reading person. I always had this I always feel, by reading, it always put me to sleep. I couldn't sit and read for even 1 hour, right? I was struggling when I was reading this first book. I was struggling even to go to the next chapter because I really wanted to understand what I'm reading. But the thing is, I was attending in the beginning. Master Ayappa Pindi's sessions, the 21-day sessions as well. So in that session, he always have this book reading for 45 minutes. You won't believe me. I just finished this one book within, as slow as I read, I finished it within 3 days. And I gone into the next book. So it's really a wonderful experience, which at the beginning I also thought I cannot do this. I can't sit for reading. I always feel sleepy when I sit for when I sit with the books. But now I completely overcome that. I feel like I can go to the next book. I'm almost finishing the second book as well. It's just every time, this is what the encouragement all the masters give. Always go on your pace. You don't have to push yourself hard in everything, right? But make sure at least a page or even one page a day, if you sit and read, that is sufficient. You don't have to really push yourself too hard, but make sure that you take the effort a little bit each and every day. You make sure you have a time, just sit for the book, as how you have the time to sit for the meditation, as how you have the time to sit for your meals, right? As how you have to set for the time that these hours you have to focus on your work. So we have to really set the time, the priority, even a little bit. Always, my dear friends, feel free to have a little bit of time for yourself. You see, this is what we always missing in our life. We don't do that. We always busy with other things, other people, people around us. And we always busy with phone, with, laptops. But why not just take a little bit time, give some, the passion to yourself, to be with yourself, to get to know yourself, your interests, whatever you are interested in, do it, be happy with it. That will really bring you the difference in your life, the changes in your life, because you always appreciate yourself. Not only we appreciate others, first we have to appreciate ourselves. So the moment we appreciate us, we also will tend to, we will give this energy to others as well. So as Master Neha shared, you see, this is the world consciousness, right? So if just imagine if one person is changing through this meditation, through this book reading, through this knowledge sharing, if one person is changing, and imagine if this has been split to everyone, and everyone slowly, the people around you, your family people, your friends, your circulation, it will spread, it will keep spreading. And one day the entire world will change. The entire world will, be at peace as what we all wanted, right? So even now, I believe all of you masters, you all are already qualified masters. you know, for teaching meditation, you don't need to have certificates. You don't have to have degree or PhD to do that. You all know, right, how to sit and do meditation. Sit, close your eyes, clasp your fingers, cross your legs, and you can now spread everything as how you have choose this path to change your life, right? So also share with your family members, your friends around. When you share with them, you are also helping them. What as how you are helping yourself to change your life, it also will help them. How long we are going to, you think you can be supporting to the other people. You know, this is the most biggest gift that you can give anybody in this world. This is priceless. We all receive it freely, and we are so happy and glad to give it freely, because everything that God has created with us, even the breath, the each and every day, this breath that we are inhaling and exhaling, it's free. It is no charge, right? So why are we not taking this into us? Why are we not giving the others the opportunity, as how you got this opportunity, also spread to others? So masters, start to read books, and as much as can, please share your experience with others. I I'm
Yes.
I Yeah, that is very
It's not about a small or big experience, any experience.
exactly,
And this is not a class, we are not a teacher student, we are all friends here. So
exactly.
just it could be anything. I mean, it and this is where, when we say experience sharing, we also mean wisdom sharing. Bring out your own
Exactly.
wisdom. When you share your experience, you bring out your own understanding. Then we develop perspectives between each other. Okay, maybe you don't agree with me, but yes, I agree. I can see things in a different light. That has allowed me to see things in a different light. So just be open to and this is a very, small groups give you that space to open up and to talk and to know more where you are going in this journey. So
Exactly.
yes. And about books, I mean, the books have real, we have talked about the power of words, we have thoughts. So these are all bunch of power thoughts in this, you know,
Yes.
and it's like somebody who is very vibrant and joyful walks into the room and changes the entire energy of that room, any good book will do that for you. The moment
Yes.
you're feeling confused, the moment you're feeling, just get into a book. Before
Yes.
meditation, I would recommend getting into a book, because when you get into meditation, when you are in a disturbed state, for a lot of people, much of the time we cannot concentrate because we are too much in our thoughts. But if you get into a book, it will just, everything that you were thinking, it will go away. All these power words will come in your dictionary.
Yes. It would
So
replace
that
it.
it will replace it. It really works
Yes.
that way.
Yeah.
So definitely try it out. And this is these books were not there when, when we were at school. This top spirituality was never a subject in any of the school. So we have to do a little bit reading, I suppose,
Yes,
in this
definitely.
university. Yeah, so
Yes,
it's, yeah.
because yeah, in school there is always on the subjects, there's never been about how you have to live a peaceful life, how you are going to live the
Yes.
happy life that you wanted. That is not been taught in schools. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always, it can be from school, can be college or university. It's always about the subject, and the what you can, what you can specialize, what you can
Yeah, it was more logic oriented,
exactly.
logic
Yeah,
based. So
yeah, it is as much as important is the education, that's the worldly education, but the spiritual education, the spiritual knowledge, this is the major, I think all this spiritual knowledge, it has to reach actually even from the standard one, from
young
the
age,
young
yes.
age,
Yeah.
because seriously, if imagine we all at this age, we are into this. And imagine if the small child is following the spiritual knowledge, they have this knowledge with them. They all are not going to live the life that we have lived, because they will have the clear understanding about what is life is, what they are really, why they are really here, what they are really looking after in their life, what they are going after in their life. So it will change the entire system of this
And
world.
actually, kids get that very easily because they have no resistance to that information.
Exactly. Yeah.
They accept it and they live with it and they live the life, I mean, without attachments. You can see,
Yeah.
like, little kids, they don't worry about their toys or things, or they are like very happy
Yeah.
in their own. They don't
Yeah.
need things like that. But
Because
when
they
we,
have been, they are not
yeah,
been molded yet.
yes,
Yeah,
correct,
they have not
correct.
been molded with the existing belief system yet, our belief
Yes.
system. They are
Mm.
still with the, still pure. That is where
Yes.
I think all the religious books, if you see Bible, if you see Quran, if you see Bhagavad Gita, they always say child is like is they are pure,
Hmm.
everything that we supposed adults supposed to learn, be like a child. Why they ask us to be like a child? Because
Mm.
they are truly, it is not about the innocent, or it's not about the they are being so naive. It's
Yeah.
the originality that they have,
Yeah,
that is
that's how
the
they are. That's how they are.
exactly,
Yeah. So,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
So,
So that's things, my dear masters. Thank you so much again, Master Neha.
thank
And
you.
thank you
Thank you.
so
It was a
much.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And my dear masters and friends. Thank you again for being here. I think it's time is running up, and keep doing this meditation. Start to read more books of spirituality, and do keep sharing your knowledge. Yeah, I understand if you are still not open here, it is fine. But if you can share with your close one, your family or your friends, please keep doing it as much as you can, because as how we all are sharing, if you feel this is helping you out in many things, this will also help others when you do share with them. All right, my dear friends, thank you for being here. See you all again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our final day. Our will be our finale, closing day tomorrow. So see you all again at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Until then, take care and good night. Bye.